Hi guys, welcome to the next video. So today, as you can tell by the title, everything is mostly Sheglam, things that I've gotten over time. I just wanted to have something that was a little bit more cost friendly if people are going on a no buy or a low buy. These are things I've gotten over time. Not absolutely everything is Sheglam, but a couple of things I got this month, and then everything else is basically probably last year. So yeah, we're going to go through mascaras. The foundations are by no means new, and I only have two because one of them was linen, and then I actually have three. One of them was linen, and I have got the video somewhere, I think, where I did it, and it was super pale. Then I was matched to Chantilly, which is this one. It was okay. And then I got warm vanilla, and that seems to be more my colour at the minute. So I will do swatches of them before we put them on. So what I've done, just to save time, is put my primer on already. My primer is the e.l.f. Putty Primer. I absolutely love it. Really, really nice consistency. And I'm really making kind of progress on that one. So what I'm going to do is also use the only thing that I'm going to use, that's a couple of things obviously, that maybe one or two things that aren't W7 over my foundation today. I am going to start using, because I haven't used it since my last video, is the Makeup by Mario, and this is the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer, and mine is in light, and they are quite dark when you actually open them. If this will open. Let me just get this open, guys. Honestly, and yesterday I had one of my Sheglam lipsticks just wouldn't open either. So yes, so you can see it is quite dark, but it doesn't come off as dark as it looks. So the first thing we're going to do, and if I need to put my hair back, I will. The first thing we're going to do is go in with that foundation. The primer's already in. What I'm going to do, uneven. So this is warm vanilla, and it's like a twist cap. And what I'm going to do is just swatch both, and then you can see here, that's that one. And then if I swatch Chantilly lace, which is what I was then matched to after linen, which looks like this. So that's warm vanilla. This is Chantilly. You can see the difference there. Now these are medium coverage, so I think if I do this, this is how if I do on a client, this is what I do for their skin test. Which one? So this more looks like kind of an kind of concealer, and if I rub them, which one rubs in more naturally? So that's warm vanilla, and then you've got Chantilly. So both of them I think I could get away with. What I'll do is we will try Chantilly today, because if you look at here and here, they're very similar. So what we'll do is we'll try Chantilly today. e.l.f. primer's already on, like I said. So we're going to pop this around the face. This claims to be medium coverage. You see I've got a lot of redness. So we're just going to pop that around. So that's what I would do if I had a number of, usually when I do have a consultation, the makeup artistry is starting to build up now. I know that we're in kind of wedding season at the minute, and it's been really quiet, and I've actually gotten 2 or 3 clients, and so sometimes what's happened to me is that only once or twice I haven't met them for a trial, and they've gotten me. I had one say, I'm getting married in a month, I can't find anyone, I see you're local, I can't make it for a trial, and I literally had her photo to go by. So what I tend to do is bring a couple of foundations, not necessarily these, but what I do is I kind of go by the picture, and then, which isn't ideal, guys, but in this case it couldn't be helped, and then what I do is I kind of go along the cheekbone like that, and whichever one blends in completely naturally to the skin or is close, that's what I use on the day, and I do it on myself as well. So that's what we're going to do. I've also done another, so I'm doing Global Beauty with QC Makeup Academy. I have an entire, I think, section dedicated to when I did their just going to get my foundation brush, when I did their makeup artistry course a couple of years ago now, and I'm now doing Global Beauty, and I've also alongside that done their I'm doing their just enrolled on their skincare consultant. So basically I don't want to be a skincare consultant on its own, like in a store, which is interesting, but I want to be able to kind of add that to a skill that I have, so that if there is somebody that comes along, does have issues with their skin, wants a bit of more in-depth information, I then have that kind of skill. So yeah, we were right to go in, I think, with the Chantilly. But there has been occasions, guys, where that warm vanilla has really, really suited me as well. But I think for today, this is okay. Okay. Because I am feeling really tired at the minute. A couple of breakouts, not too much, but okay. So I'm wondering, should I go in again or just go straight to... Okay, so I think I'll leave that now. That is medium coverage, and I can say, just to testify, that I have used it before this, and it is medium coverage for sure. Just make sure you set it with powder and set it with a setting spray, which is probably what you would do anyway. If you don't, like most products, it does kind of come off. Okay, so let's put those away. They're really nice packaging too, a little bit like the Charlotte Tilbury packaging, but really nice, travel friendly as well. So now what I'm going to go in and do is use my Maybelline Eraser Multi-Use Concealer, and this is in the peach tone, and I'm certainly getting use out of that. And as you can see, guys, it is mostly Sheglam, and what I wanted to do, I know I've got the exception of the Makeup by Mario, which we're going to put on after my concealers, but you know, everything in the UK is going up, and if you still want to feel good about yourself, and what I would do is maybe, you know, up your, if you can, slightly increase your budget in the skincare section, because then that's your base really. You know, you can have amazing eyeshadows, you can have all these high-end, you know, eyeshadow palettes, things like that, but if you haven't got a really, really well taken, and I am really learning so much in this QC Makeup Academy. I had a comment, what is it, a real college, or is it like, is it fake or a scam? It's absolutely not. So my tutor is Nathan Johnson, and he is a world-renowned celebrity artist, celebrity makeup artist. He literally gives you personal feedback for every assignment, guys. He will do a voice note just specifically to you. So yes, you'll get a grade, but then he will say what he thinks as well. So honestly, guys, if you are, and do you have to have a makeup, you know, qualification to be a makeup artist? Absolutely not. I just knew way back then that there were areas I really wanted to know a bit more about, particularly bridal. And he went into a whole section. They do special effects, they do everything else, guys. They even do a styling program now, which has nothing to do with makeup, it's just a whole styling program, you know. So really do have a look, guys. They are I have a whole section on QC Makeup Academy in my playlist. So absolutely, if you're interested in any way, go there. I will start to kind of review my assignments with the skincare section too, and global beauty. So yes, it's really interesting, guys. I love learning, you know, and I do want to change my career completely to my vision is for this year to get clients maybe in about 6 months time, enough on the books so that I have some regulars, because makeup artistry isn't just bridal, even though that's absolutely amazing. There are kind of things, you know, on a regular basis, like special occasions. Maybe there's, you know, proms, things like that go on throughout the year, that makeup artists can really, you know, make a living from, but also enjoy that kind of contact. I love talking to people. I'm quite a social person. I will say I'm a social person. I am an introvert, which is quite strange. I am an introvert, but in the right circles, I am, or in the circles that I feel comfortable with, I am really social, and I feel comfortable, and it's just one of those things, but maybe it's specific to me. So I do make a huge effort, you know, when somebody comes to me and approaches me about makeup, I do have a chat to them. This occasion, this one woman just can't get to a trial. She's not local to Oxford, so I have been going by a photo and things like that. But that's what I meant by doing that to the skin. So if you are in a similar situation, or you don't know your skin tone, if they usually have those testers, or you can ask someone to help in the store, and they sometimes will just kind of go by your jawline. And you saw with the Chantilly that I kind of looked at where the makeup wasn't, and it wasn't anywhere else, and I kind of looked here, looked there, and the Chantilly is what really blended in nicely. But I know that in the summer, as they get a little bit warmer, that warm vanilla will come in really handy too. So yes, let's move on. So yeah, the skincare, I've done 2 assignments so far. I won't lie, guys, there is a bunch of information, things that, like, you know, some people are going to come to you and think they have a certain skin type, and they are completely wrong, and you have to kind of decipher all of that in a consultation time. It is a lot of information to take in, but if you have it, you can help yourself, and you can also help others. So that's kind of what I want to do. But it is tough, guys. I haven't studied like that for a long time. Huge amount of information to take in. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm going to work the warmth of my hands. I'm just kind of going. So that was the Maybelline Eraser Multi-Use Concealer. And I have it in like just the beige tone. But this is actually peach. But it's so much information, guys. But if you are wondering, I've heard of QC Makeup Academy. Is it actually genuine? It absolutely is. And again, do take a look at that playlist, guys, because, you know, and I find, guys, you know, my support work is lovely, but there are times, guys, where naturally certain situations are quite down, and, you know, there's certain things that kind of, you know, in support work where you do help them and things like that. But I come into situations every day that, you know, situations like with dementia and people with dementia that are kind of starting to fade from their personalities, and it's quite sad. It's quite a sad thing to come into every day, and you have to be like 100% there, you know, and it does kind of affect you, that there isn't anything you can do, and it really does affect you. I mean, my grandmother back home in Ireland has dementia, on my dad's side, and I don't see it, you know, every day, but I always think of her, because I have one person I work with, service users, I think they call over here. And yeah, I see them just kind of not themselves each day, and I see how it affects things, and it's quite sad. But I know I love helping them, but I'm kind of, it's not something I was saying to my friend the other day that I think I can do full time, because I want my life to be positive. If anyone in my family ever needed help, friends ever needed help, absolutely, I would be there in that sense, you know, of the word. But I think for me, going to a job every day, I want to feel kind of a little bit more happy, if you know what I mean. Because if you're a support worker, there's a high turnaround, because some people will join and not particularly realize quite soon. So when I started, there was another lady that started with me. I think she was there 2 or 3 months, and she just knew she couldn't do it. And some people do it, guys, because they have to, because there isn't a job out there that will meet that pay, you know what I mean? So I've been in that situation too, where if I don't study and I don't enhance myself, I am going to be in that level where I will eventually just have to be there, and that's not something I want. That fills me with absolute dread. You know, I have done my childcare, and that was amazing. And when I think of childcare now, I think of my own. I want my own. I loved childcare, but I also came from 7 years of being a manager, and when I've tried going into trials into schools and nurseries, and I just feel like, in the nicest way, I've been here and I've gotten my experience here, and it's not where I belong. So, you know, right now in 2025, so much of the things I've gone on personally, as you know too, my dad and me don't speak, and that does hurt me every day, and it actually hurts more than, you know, when he wasn't there when I was younger, because every kind of other summer he was there, so there was always something there. But now as an adult, it kind of does hurt. Sorry guys, I got a call. It does hurt more, you know, as an adult, because that's when, you know, you think people get closer and you bond with certain situations. And so yeah, so I just feel like I need to kind of work on myself, what makes me happy. I love makeup artistry, I love chatting to people. I'll have more time for the channel, and I'll also be my own boss, which is, you know, an amazing kind of thing to be. So yes, so we've put on, sorry about that guys, went off on a tangent. So we've used our Sheglam, and this is the, yes, so we've gone with Chantilly, and it's their stick foundation, and it's definitely, as I said before, medium coverage. Then we went in with our Maybelline Eraser Multi-Use Concealer. Before we use that Makeup by Mario, I am going to go in with the Rimmel Multitasker, which is a dupe for Tarte Shape Tape, but really, really good, guys. So I always use that peach just to give that colour, if I need to kind of colour correct. And then what I then go in with is my actual concealer itself. Okay, so I'm just looking in the mirror, guys. I can see a couple of areas there because I was talking so much that haven't quite been blended in. Okay, I've also got a skincare haul coming up from Superdrug too. So yes, okay, let's go in with our Rimmel Multi Concealer. Again, I know I've said it before, but I didn't have time, but I actually am going to be going live on Saturday, and that will be at 6 p.m. UK time, because I feel like that's a time where, if there's any other time zones, it should be coming up to lunchtime, so everybody should be able to should be able to join in. So that will be Saturday, 6 p.m. So all I'm doing before I go in with a brush is just warming that to the skin. Then I'll be going in with my e.l.f. double-ended concealer brush. Okay. I am going to go in the T-zone as well, but we're just going to start off slowly with the under eye. So now that that's done, I'm going in with my concealer brush, double-ended from e.l.f. And we're just going to gently... But yes, as you see, I've been to the doctors this morning, had another blood test for iron levels. They've also kind of mentioned that it's either hemochromatosis, which my previous doctor said it was, or it could be other kind of autoimmune diseases, but they haven't said what they are because they don't want kind of to say something to a patient and then that's not what it is, which I totally understand. So you can see that just brightens up the under eye, and you can see I brought it to the corner as well. I brought it to the inner corners of the eyes as well because it kind of acts like a primer. Okay, let's do that. And then just bring the remaining down the nose, and we will go in again just with the T's on there, just here, here, and here, and then a little here. Okay, so yes, coloured my own hair as well, guys. Not sure how that went. The other reason that I've been doing it myself, guys, is with my migraines, people tugging at my hair, and it's not anything personal to a hairdresser in particular, but I realised, you know, when they brush your hair, they colour your hair, they're washing the hair. My migraines got that bad that even cleansing, as I think I said before in the other video, with the Sheglam lipsticks that I was doing yesterday, the brownie stack, that, you know, me even cleansing my face was really, really painful. So I knew if I went in to a hairdresser's, it would just be so painful and awkward and things like that. So I took my time and just coloured my own hair, and I think it turned out quite well. It was just a L'Oreal casting gloss, so it's not something that's kind of going to be too harsh on the hair. It was just a brown casting gloss by L'Oreal, really nice. Kind of even felt like a conditioner. When you put it in, I left it for 20 minutes. Yeah, and it was really nice, guys. I really enjoyed putting it on. Didn't take too long. So yeah, it's good to just do while I get myself kind of sorted. So now what I'm looking forward to doing is using that Mario enhancer, skin enhancer. So what I'm going to do with that is going to just show you it. So it's actually the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer, because I keep saying skin enhancer, but that's not what it is. So that's what it looks like. Really, really creamy consistency. Now it does kind of, as you see, it looks brown, and I understand it looks a lot browner, but if I do this, and then I just go around here, you can put it soft sculpt, so you can literally just put it here, contour completely, but I'm not going for that today. So I'm just going to go in with my blending brush. This is Real Techniques buffing brush, and all I'm going to do is softly, and you'll see it kind of comes off a little bit lighter, and it just gives you that life, guys. It actually, I think it even does a better job than an actual contour. I will go in with the contour because I want to show you. Am I going in with the contour? No, it's the blush I wanted to show you, but this was why I wanted to kind of skip the contour step. So look at that, guys, just a little bit of sun-kissed. That's all it looks like. And I think it's just in those few seconds that we've done that, it's just kind of given my skin literally an enhancement. It's just given it that kind of healthy look. So now what we're going to do is go in with a Sheglam, and this is in Birthday Cake, and this is their blush, and this is amazing. It smells like vanilla. Most of their products that are liquid smell like vanilla, and I am not complaining about that. So what we're going to do now, just make sure all of that, through all my chatting away, is actually blended in, which it is. Okay, haven't forgotten the brows. I will be doing the brows, but I just wanted to show you guys. So if I just turn this way, this is what it looks like. Smells amazing, absolutely amazing. And I just go up here, center, and then up to the side slightly, just like that. Now I like blush. You don't have to do what I've done. So what I do first is I just warm it to the skin, and then I use my brush. So I quickly thought what I'd show you guys is if it's too intense for you and you're wondering what could I do, instead of your fingers, you can use your sponge, manipulate it around the face, and then go in with your brush as well. So that's something I've done as well. Now don't be afraid to bring that blush up further than the actual cheeks, and then go in with your actual blush brush, and then that kind of, you can see, gives that natural finish. The light is actually hitting it harder on this side, but actually they're even. So if you see this side, this is what it looks like there. So what we'll do is tying that down, just kind of with the sponge, and that's it, guys. This lasts all day long, guys. I think it was only about £3-4, but I've had that for about 4 months now, and it's amazing, guys. You don't need a lot. That was 3 little dots. If you don't want this much, you can put 1 dot and you'll have the kind of the most very barely there blush. But if that's what you like, you know, that's something you can do. Some people put it on the nose as well. Okay, so I have translucent powder that won't affect the blush, and we're going to do that before we do our brows. This is just the Rimmel Stay Matte Transparent even. Transparent 001. So I'm just going to go in with my powder brush, and we're going to do that. So when I say it won't affect anything, it's not going to affect the blush we've just done. So I know that just from experience. This is the e.l.f. pointed powder brush. I have to actually wash my brushes, and you can see it hasn't touched the enhancer or the blush, and this just locks everything in. Now there's 2 eyeshadow palettes from Sheglam that I have. One I'm not really a fan of, and I'm thinking of just doing a giveaway. I might not use it. I don't think I'll use it today, and even the clear plastic is still on it, guys. So it's the Sheglam, and it's their Viva La Leopard, and it still has this the paper on it there. So that's just come out. This is it. Hasn't been touched. It's just not my kind of colors. I thought they were warmer online, and then I got it. So if anyone's interested in this, I'll do a separate video, and I will give it away. It hasn't been touched, guys, and that's what it looks like. What I'm going to be doing today is be going in with the Stay Glam Stay Real Sheglam Quad, and that's the eyeshadow palette I'm going to be using today. So we're going to do the brows first. I also have the Petal Stack, and this is from Sheglam as well. So you get, this is in Petal, obviously. We did do yesterday the Brownie Stack, and that still won't come off, guys. I mean, it's crazy. So we've done this one, and this one. So in the previous video, I did actually purposely put up a photo of what the 4 looked like, because the second one, for everything I tried to do, guys, just won't come off. So yeah, but this one's fine. I double checked it before we came on camera. It's absolutely fine. So what we're going to do is quickly swatch, just so you can see. This is Petal Stack. And again, everything is vanilla, which is amazing. So that's that one. You twist it back on. You twist the next one. This is this one. That's the first 2. Then this one is actually quite similar, guys, which I was surprised to this one. They look super similar, so we're going to do that one. This is the third. Okay. Okay, and then the 4th, this one. And that's kind of the deepest red. So that's the Petal Stack, and we might use one of those today. We'll see. So that's them, and again, I think they're $4.45, currently $4.45 on Shein, and great for like travel friendly. So that's kind of the swatches there. Okay, so let's go in with the brows first. So I'm going to be going in with my e.l.f. I have been using maybe today just for the purpose of the W7 guys. The Sheglam, this is their brown, this is the liquid eyebrow pencil. So we're going to do that. I'm just going to see things there. Okay, so kind of this is kind of a mix of Sheglam. We've done our Rimmel powder, and we've done our Makeup by Mario, obviously skin enhancer, but I am just trying to make a conscious effort to use it. And now we're going in with the Sheglam liquid
eyebrow pencil. So we're going to go in with that. I think I've actually come to the end of it, guys. I'm just looking at it now. Apologies for that. It's actually come to the end. Yes, I just did a bit of a texture on my hand, which I normally do. So we're going to have to go in with e.l.f. But I would highly recommend it, guys. It stays. I didn't need wax. It's really, really good. I will pop the, I did actually use it in yesterday's video, so if you do want to have a quick look at how I applied it, you can do that. So it looks like we're going to be going in with our e.l.f. And this is the Ultra Precise Brow Pencil, which I always use. So let's just brush them into place first. I am thinking of getting my eyebrows kind of tinted, or I don't think I have the guts to do the micro, is it blading? Because I know that really, my friend told me it was a bit painful, so I don't know if I'd do that. But at the moment, I'm happy to do, you know, with the low buy or no buy even. Until September, I'm going to do makeup no buys. Unless I get like a birthday presents or anything like that, gift cards. But for me personally, I will be just focusing on skin, because I do have a ton of makeup. Okay, so you can see it's the same color, it just gives it that definition. I used to have really, really thick brows when I was little, when I was younger even, and then kind of over time, I think plucking and waxing and that kind of thing just made them a little bit thinner, which is kind of natural if you're going to be waxing them so much. And then we're just going to, same on this side. I'm really, really happy with the blush, guys. I know it probably did look quite, when we did put it on initially, it did look very, very strong, but you can see it dies down. And again, like I say, you can take my recommendation of buffing it in with warming it up to the skin with a blender and then going in with your brush again. So it's really, really good that way, but it's a beautiful, beautiful color. That's in Birthday Cake we used. So what we're going to do now, follow the direction of the brows. Okay. Now, if you guys want me to do like a step-by-step kind of how I've been finding Global Beauty with QC Makeup Academy, let me know. I will do the skincare with you guys. I think I've done 2 assignments so far. This 3rd assignment is very, very challenging. Just, you know, when you haven't studied in a long time, and the information, there's just so much to take in, which is natural. It's about skin. You have to know everything. It's really interesting. It's just, it takes time. So I don't want to rush it either. Okay. Just to let you know too, if you do join QC Makeup Academy, there is a Facebook student support group. So you can all, I'm added into that, and you can all ask each other questions. People submit their photos and see how do you think I did with the makeup artistry. They also do, I think, not spray tanning, the semi-permanent tanning too. So yes, that's great, guys. And I forgot how, you know, sorry guys, got another call. I forgot how kind of useful I found the information at the time when I did my original makeup artistry course back in 2015. I just found there was just so much information that I took in, and I really appreciate it. And if you are thinking of doing the makeup artistry course, they do, for skincare they don't, but for makeup artistry and special effects and things like that, they do actually send you out a kit just to get you started. So that's something that you could look at. I do have a playlist, as I said. So moving on, let's go to the eyeshadow palette. So a couple of things I want to show you is I have got a little review on the Lash Out mascara, and this is what it looks like. I do have their gold magnifying dual-ended mascara too. This is what we're going to be showing today. I do have, and I just took this out to let you know, and I will put it up somewhere here, what my feedback on this one was too. So let's go ahead. Before that, we're going to go in and look at the Sheglam, and this is my Crystal Eyeshadow Quad in Charm School, and that's what that looks like. So it's kind of a nice little kind of connection to the blush too. I think they suit each other really well. This is what they look like. You got your 2 shimmers, and then you got your light peach and kind of your deeper peach there. So with the light, we're going to go into the inner corners, we're going to go into the outer, kind of here into the outer V, and then we might choose one of these just to kind of sprinkle on the top there as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just go in with my, this is just the puff, this is the, it is a putty eye blender, but it actually works really well as an eyeshadow. This is e.l.f.'s eyeshadow brush, so I'm going to take that like that. That's what it looks like on the brush. Just tap it, tap off the excess. seem to have something that's just come off there, so we're just gonna wipe that off. Okay, so let's just have a look here. I'm tapping off that excess, and I'm just gonna start to bring that, the inner corner, and that's the color you get. Beautiful color payoff. This one. And you can see it comes on quite gently, and I prefer lighter application because then it gives you more control. And we're going to do the other side as well. So we're gonna, I've run out of my Profusion eye primer, so that was why I didn't put it on, and I used the concealer, which is absolutely fine. I don't personally believe you need eye primer. I just like the Profusion eye primer. But as I said, I've run out of it, so you can use concealer basically if you need to. Okay, so I've just done that on the inner corners. Really peachy, beautiful, spring-like, and they've really, really great staying power as well. And I'm just kind of buffing that in, making sure I'm not going completely across. So that's what that looks like. We're going to then go in with this deeper shade. So they aren't named, it's just called Charm Schools. They don't have individual names. So we're going to use the same brush, go in with that deeper peach, tap off the excess using the same brush. We're going to kind of go circular motions, bringing that above as well, just to get that peachy, smoky look. Okay, and on the other side, we're bringing that in, not forgetting to bring it right in, and then up and over. Circular motions again. And I think it just really, really complements the whole look, guys. This color, I was wondering, should I use that leopard print, that leopard eyeshadow palette? But for me, I just don't like the colors. I thought they were all warmer browns. This one here, sorry, the Wild Heart Viva Leopard. For me, I'm happy to give it as a giveaway because I just don't think the colors I would be excited to use. I just did think they were warmer, but that's not to say that you guys wouldn't like it. So I'll certainly do a giveaway soon for that. Okay, so we're just kind of really not dragging the skin. I'm keeping this, if you can see what I'm doing, I'm holding the brush to the skin. I'm not going in and out, but I'm getting that nice flow of color. Okay, so what we're then going to do is choose one of these shimmers. So I wouldn't call them, they are actually shimmers, I think. Yeah, let's use this one. I'm just swatching that for you. That's what that looks like, and I always kind of place them with my finger. You can see there. Not too sparkly, but it's certainly, they all complement each other. Sometimes we'll get quads or eyeshadow palettes that are kind of small, and they just, none of the colors kind of match, and you're kind of thinking, where are they going with this? But these are absolutely beautiful. They really are, guys. I've had this for a while, and I just spray it when I need to. And it really does make a huge difference to the eyes. These all complement each other really, really well. I could have used this one if I wanted to, so let's just swatch that for you. That's what that one looks like. We're using this one, that's what that one looks like. More of a peach toned, you got a gold tone here as well. So we're just going in. I always prefer, if it's a shimmer, to go in with my finger. The warmth really helps. So this is, I think that's enough. And that's it. That's the eye look, guys. Really, really beautiful. Perfect for daytime, but you could certainly go a little bit, you know, eyeliner and kind of lashes, the whole thing. We're going to be using the dual end, and this is the Sheglam, and I will pop it up somewhere here. So you get the kind of lengthener and then the thickening. So what I'm going to do is just, I'll do this on fast forward. I'll record it for you guys, but we're going to use my e.l.f. lash curler, and we're going to go from there.
So that's the mascara. It's the dual end from Sheglam. So that's what it looks like. I'm happy with it. It is a bit clunky, so there is a lengthening and a thickening brush. So the lengthening is really, really nice. The brush is really nice and precise. I like the shape. That's the thickening one. I'll show you the volume even. But the actual end result is lovely. I just put some white kohl pencil on the bottom lids and then popped in the lengthening mascara on the bottom. Didn't go near the thickening one for the bottom lashes. So this is the lengthening here. Really beautiful shape. And then you've got your thickening here. Just be careful on the top because a lot of product comes out. And this is what that one looks like. So that's the shape of the thickening one. So just be careful with that one because a lot of product comes out, but it's a nice one. It does take a little bit longer to do. I like with my mascara just to be in and out and done with it, but it's lovely. It's a nice kind of, if you really take your time with it, very, very nice. You get lovely kind of lashes, and yeah, I would definitely use it again. So what we're going to do now is, obviously we did kind of do our swatches for the Sheglam Petals lipstick stack even. So I think we're going to go in with the last one here. So it's just a twist cap. Very moisturizing, but as I said in the previous video, when I did the brownie stack, they are matte, but you can always put a gloss on. So we're going to start here. Really gorgeous color, guys. Now, certainly you can see the color, but you can also see it's matte. So what I might do is just go in with a gloss. Again, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Lip Injection just to show you what the gloss is like. I don't have any gloss just to hand, but this does give you a nice glowy look. The other ones you can see that we did here. So yeah, so let's do that gloss now. It just gives you a shine, you know, gives you that nice shine. And that's what it looks like, just a nice little sheer shine. So if you don't like the matte look, you can still use them. Pop a gloss over. And like I say with most lipsticks, keep them in your handbag. I know, you know, when we do what we'll just do quickly is our finishing spray, which is the Revolution Matte Fix Oil Control. But, you know, I find that no matter if it's a high end or a low end, I do tend to need to reapply. So this is a perfect size. It's not too big. Pop it in your handbag. It's absolutely fine. So we're just going to do the spray. Okay. And again, this was, I got this from Superdrug. It's the Revolution Matte Fix Oil Control Fixing Spray. And I find it amazing. It works in all weathers. And that's the look, guys. So majority of our makeup was Sheglam. We used the foundation stick, which is medium coverage, which I can attest to. We used their mascara, the dual end, so you got the lengthening and the volume. We then used our lipstick stacks, which was the Petal, which is here. We then, no, it's here because that was the brownie, so we used the Petal. We used our eyeshadow quad, which was the Sheglam Stay Glam Stay Real, and this was in Charm School. And then, did I miss anything out? Yes, we used our blush as well in Birthday Cake. So everything else was e.l.f. And Rimmel. And then we had Maybelline. So the Maybelline was the concealer eraser. We used Rimmel multitasker, and then the e.l.f. primer and brows. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I think Sheglam is a really, really good kind of range if you're looking to just kind of build up that, say you have a budget, you want to go on a no buy after your budget, have a look at Sheglam, guys, because they do have really good lasting products. So the eyeshadows I find last really well, the foundation lasts really well. I think, you know, foundation sticks are definitely coming back. Also their ease of use, guys, you can just pop it on, blend it, whether you prefer a beauty blender or a brush, and they're just really good ease of use. So I would highly recommend all these products, guys. I do hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.